90% of traders lose their money. Only 1% of traders win big. Of course, they said 10% of traders win. Come to think of it, why do only 1% of traders win big when we have a whole lot of people in this same condition, in this same market at the same time? Let's talk about the 1% and the 90% because that's our focus. The 90% of traders are the retail traders, just like every beginner and every other person who are in this market trying to earn a living, focusing on chart patterns, support and resistance, and then supply and demand, and a lot of those stories that we see online and the rest. 1% of traders are the smart money, the ICT, the big banks, and other institutes, market makers who decide the market. Of course, you wonder why they are called the smart money, market makers, etc. Come to look at it, isn't that concerning? Market makers. How would somebody be called a market makers and yet lose money online? Trading, it does not work that way. You can't call me a market maker, yes, I lose money trading. No. There is something they do that separates them from the 90%. Exactly what the retail traders do not do. First of all, let's talk about what retail traders do that smart money do not do. On the other hand, we will go in side by side. First of all, when we come into this game, when we are introduced into this trading, we are meant to understand chart patterns, support and resistance, supply and demand, sell, buy, bearish, bullish, and a lot that are actually needed. Of course, I made my first $100 from that. Come to think of it, when I started losing my money trading, I thought maybe, is there really something that I'm doing that is not right? Of course, everything I was doing, I found that as a retail trader, they were all right. I began to study further. I came across a lot of things like smart money, market makers, ICT, banks, and the rest. And I started making my research. Boom, that was the solution to my problem. Now, these persons are the 1%, while the losers are called the 90%, which are the retail traders. Of course, retail traders focus on support and resistance, supply and demand, and the rest. Let's start from supply and demand. When retail traders focus on supply and demand, smart money, the ICT, the 1%, focus on order blocks. They trade order blocks while retail traders trade supply and demand, support and resistance. Retail traders see consolidations as a time to wait for either reversal or continuation phase, right? Smart money see consolidation as a time to buy at the higher highs, the lower lows of each consolidation, so that when there is a pullback, they make a lot of profits. So there are a lot to that. Liquidity sweep is caused by market makers. Do you wonder why they do liquidity sweep? It's very simple. They do that to sweep off your stop losses and all of that because they know exactly where you are targeting as stop losses, including take profits. But what they focus on is your stop losses, and then they just trigger your stop losses, you lose your money. That gives them an advantage to buy in higher and larger quantities. That's what liquidity sweep. And then I've talked about consolidation, support and resistance, order block, and a lot more. But I want you to know that if you want to trade and make money from trading, you need to understand chart patterns, supply and demand, support and resistance, consolidation, and a lot. But you need to put that aside and focus on exactly what does the smart money do that the retail traders do not. I made my first $200 to $300 trading like the smart money in the past 3 weeks. Of course, my experience has been quite challenging, trying to cope with something new, but I see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Of course, I'm saying that if you want to make money from trading, like I said in my last video, winning a battle depends on only one thing: knowing yourself and understanding the battle, including knowing the person you are fighting with. When you understand the moves of the person you're fighting with and the person you are working against, you win each and every battle you go against. Trading is a concept game that is rigged against retail traders and every beginner. The chart patterns and everything you see there, they are right, but they are rigged against traders who follow that rules. Of course, there's nothing wrong to understand chart patterns. It only gives you a clue of how you start. And then you push further and a lot. I don't want to talk about religion, but let me give a point. When I was in my primary school, I was taught that religion has just three faces, which is Christianity, Islamic, and traditional religion. But coming to think of it, when I left secondary school, I discovered that there are a whole lot of religions around the world. Knowing that means a prediction on my success about religions and the rest. Supply, demand, support and resistance, a whole lot of journey that we need to go through. But the best way to become pro, to make a whole lot of money out of trading, is to understand the concept of the smart monies. Right now, you don't know what is market mechanic, or do you? If you know what is market mechanics, you are already great. And if you don't know what is market mechanics, you ought to strive for that. In my next video, I'll be talking about market mechanics. It's coming just in one day, and I want you to watch that. So, alright, I'll see you on my next video. I remain S.O.K trader. I trade for my firm, where I make money for schools, institutions that are interested, organizations, and then civil servants and individuals who could be interested. It's 100% safe and profitable. All you have to do is to go to www.soktrader.simbeef.com, or you can chat me on my email. Send me an email at chat@soktrader@gmail.com. Of course, you get in touch with me. My number and my WhatsApp is online there. Get in touch with me. Please avoid scams when you go about these things. You know it's your money you are joking with, right? So if you want to learn anything now, I advise you as a retail trader. You know, as a trader generally, we learn to earn. So right now, I just want you to understand and learn more about the market makers and the smart money, how they trade. That could be a lot profitable to you. In my YouTube channel, I don't just teach. I talk deep and deep, just like as if I'm relating with you one-on-one. If you want to learn more, I'm going to upload a video as well. I'll be trading live with this concept, how smart money trades on live. That will be the next video or the one following the next video. Get in touch with me. I'm S.O.K trader. Let's do this together.